Love a rocket. Boy, you be taking them the whole damn bed. All right, all right, all right. We're live, we're live, we're live. Let me see something. We are live, we are live, baby. I'll wait for some of y'all to come up and do chant. This is going to be a good one. And so this is pretty much just basically confirming everything I said. It's basically confirming everything that I've said. You know. But this dude, y'all, he's pathetic, he's sad, he's disappointing. But what we're gonna do, we're just gonna review his best friend's video. He's sad. So I'm gonna wait for some of y'all to come in here because I know y'all probably got your notifications late. So I'm gonna wait for some of y'all to come up and do chia. But this dude is really sad. I don't know what's with him. And people don't get it. No, where's my thing at? They don't get it. I don't know what this internet. Lord. But they don't get it. I'm gonna just go ahead and start this live. I mean, listen to this. Cmhate Esha, Cmhate Esha, Cmhate Esha. Y'all take a listen to this. I mean, it's really sad and it's very unfortunate. Take a listen. Huh. God.
Because I saw the direction that he was going in, that CMA was going in. And I congratulated him. I was like, hey, you seem different. What you doing? And I'm just like, I'm feeling up genuinely was like, oh, you and opposed to me or anything like that. I said nothing but love your way, Joshua. I'm just saying, hey, you doing good. All of us have our issues. You understand what I'm saying? And so I'm just like, hey, you doing good or whatever. And I even said when he shared keep my composure, I said I didn't even have discipline. We're talking or whatever. And the situation is going to be narrated differently to make it seem like I disrespected CMA, and that is not the case. And anybody that go back, he may private it. I don't know. He may not. He generally don't. I already know this CMA, and that is not the case. What happened was I saw where he was going, and I didn't like it. The first thing was after I congratulate you about you doing this and all of this stuff, just like last night when you shared that video of them over there. Okay, yeah, I did that. I wasn't trying to be messy, but you for sure did that so they can know that I did that. I shared something with a friend and educated decisions of what is good and what is not good to share out here. Again, that's you throwing me under the bus. So I know I'm gonna be dragged for sharing that video. You know why? Because you didn't tag me as usual. And this ain't me crashing out. This is me advocating for myself. And I don't want to hear you ain't got to do that. You ain't got to do that. Yeah, I do because I know how people do. And I know how things go. I have been a good friend to CMA. I have been his biggest fan. I have stood out here and I have defended him, respect him. He didn't like what I said and got upset and then gonna say you're not gonna do this on my channel. When you the one who even brought up this topic of side eye. We wasn't talking about that. We were talking about how you were doing good on your channel. And you decided to have nothing against you at all. And I have said this explicitly to Michael behind the scenes. I don't have nothing against you. But for you to bring that up, it's like you almost pitting us together. And I'm too grown and mature to let that happen. You gonna drop me?
Okay, Queen, let me interject here right quick, right? That's just who he is, baby. Um, with all due respect, I don't have nothing against you, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm just glad that you finally realize who he is. What he does is because he did a lot of shady stuff, and I'm like, damn, why would he do that? You know what I'm saying? If you're supposed to be his best friend or what have you, and then he goes because he's getting maybe a couple of extra dollars from that person, and then throw you under the bus. That's uncalled for because, I mean, I don't see anything that you did wrong, you know. Uh, you know, but I'm gonna say this, boo, Queen. This dude he knows that he has a person that who is allegedly a Christian woman, right? But I don't get it. If you're a Christian woman or a Christian person, why would you be going over there entertaining that? You know what I'm saying? So, that's why I say I will never go to nobody's church, right? I mean, these people on here are so fucking hypocritical, it don't make no sense. And then, like, I was watching this video earlier today, I believe, and he continues to say that he's leaving a mess behind and this and that and the other, and he continuously keep throwing little shady jabs. So, sir, if he wasn't entertaining what somebody was saying or what they were doing, he just shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? But that's not in his character to do that. You've been knowing this man for years. I don't know the motherfucker. I've been knowing him since on this YouTube for like almost 3 years, right? But that's what he does. You are a genuine good person to that motherfucker. Ain't no motherfucking way that I would have taken that motherfucker anything up there to that motherfucking hospital, right? And I told you, the motherfucker, he's going to bash you. I mean, I saw it. Everybody in the motherfucking chat saw that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's not cool. So he figured, and that's what he does. When he sees somebody that's supporting him more than the other person, he gonna kick you to the curb. You know what I'm saying? That's who he is. And then he continues to say that, oh, I'm with the Lord now, and this and that and the other. He saved me, my blase whoop skippy. That motherfucker is a motherfucking hypocrite. He don't believe none of that shit he said. But and my thing is this: if you squashing shit and you want peace in your life, why in the fuck you keep bringing up old shit and throwing shade shots at a motherfucker? Cause every time you do it, I'm gonna come back and do a rebuttal. you know. But Queen the Queen, come on home, baby. He don't deserve you as a friend. And then a little slick shit he be saying. He says that he don't care where nobody goes and who they support and this, that, and the other, right? He's a goddamn lie. He's a fucking lie. You know what I'm saying? He's a goddamn lie, right? But he's very entertaining. And but don't let him steal your joy, boo. Don't let him steal your joy. 'Cause he is who he is. He's a piece of shit. He don't give a fuck. If he didn't care about his own mama, he damn sure don't give a fuck about you, boo. You know, like he always say, have the gift of goodbye. Cause the shit he doing, and I saw it. Everybody saw that shit. You know what he did to you. Everybody saw that shit. You know, he got somebody that's supporting him a little better than what you were. So that's just his character. You know what I'm saying? So there you have it. And he knows that she like religious shit, and the motherfucker's fraud as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But let's get back to some of this content.
Because you brought it up. So who pieces you protecting? You throwing me out there indirectly, aggressively. You throwing me under the bus indirectly. You throwing jabs at me indirectly.
Yes, he is.
How the heck you talking about you protecting your piece, CMA? We didn't need to further discuss that. Even thinking about that, and I'm quite sure she wasn't thinking about that. I have nothing. I'm gonna say this. You talked about it. Hey, she said, hey, she. That's not what she was attending. I said, okay, and we moving on. But what is this? 2 weeks, a week later, you bringing it up again? For what? We over here talking about how good you're doing on your channel. And the reason why I'm saying is I don't care if you rock with me, if you can't associate yourself with me because I'm defending myself, that's cool too. Because
what's your name? Queen the Queen. Let me say this to you. That motherfucker he's good. I'll give him that. He's good with the Bible verses and shit. This is his skilo, right? Um, he if he see that he can grasp somebody's attention and they are God fearing people, you know. And then, but my thing is this with this motherfucker, right? This dude can go from oh Jesus, and then in the second breath, he's bashing the motherfucker, right? Trying anyway. And with those little jabs and shit, sir, I'm gonna say this, Cmhate Esha. If you really are wanting to be in a different space, if you really, I mean, you can't be sidetracking this shit because I'm gonna call you on your shit. You know, if you really trying to be on the right track, sir, be on the right track. But you see what you just did to your best friend, nigga? You threw her on the bus for a cash app, nigga. That's why you have that lady on your panel. And you are so that's not fucking loyalty. If that's your friend, nigga, why aren't you being loyal to her? You know what I'm saying? You're not being loyal to her. And you just continuously keep lying and shit. See, you know what I'm saying? I see right through you, nigga. Right through you, sir. There is nothing. I mean, look at. But my thing is this with you, sir. Like you continuously say that, oh, I'm in a different space now, and whoop wop Skippy, and I'm with the Lord now, and all this and that and the other. You know why you with the Lord? Because Upward is running your channel for you. She told you you don't have to do all that. I already know what the deal is, nigga. And she's supporting you. She's paying you, nigga. And but there's always a hidden agenda, right? You know. So you gonna throw your best friend from over 30 plus years for a damn cash app, nigga? That's not loyalty. That's not loyalty, sir. I mean, and then if you were really wanting to walk in the light of God, Jesus, whoever that's perfect, you fail every time, sir. You fail. Because if you wasn't bothered about anything that somebody would come on these YouTube streets and say about you, you wouldn't mention it, you know? And so you're bothered. So what what how is that Christ like, sir? Nah. You know what I'm saying? And you know I'm tit for tat. When you throw your little innuendos and stuff, you know I'm gonna come back and gather you up, nigga. That's just who I am. You know what I'm saying? Just who I am. You know? Because you're great content. You know what I'm saying? But let's get back to some of this raunchy content. This is how he did his best friend, and she's vetting right now. So y'all, I mean, everybody get a turn. You know what I'm saying? This is who this dude is. Let's go. Uh,
Because I know how people like to take narratives and spin it around. And I ain't down with that. I'm telling y'all right now, what y'all see is what y'all get. And I don't know why I got to keep on saying this. You know what I'm saying? But I feel the need to. And since this is my channel, I'm going to say it. And yes, I wasn't trying to tell you can say on your channel, Michael, you know, listen, you can do whatever it is you want to do on your channel, but I have every right to defend myself. I have every right to defend myself. You didn't like what I was saying, and you dropped me down because I was making sense. That's why I stopped talking, because it just didn't even make sense. That and I said, Michael, why are you even? Why are we even in this vibe? We in a good area, a good space. Why is you even bringing this up? But bring it up because it's an awkward situation and it's good content. I'm your friend for 30 years, and you think and the whole lie was you throwing me under the bus. The whole line was you throwing me on the bus. Number one, yeah, you. I was thinking, why you share that to me? Because, honey, how many times have you shared videos to me? You called me excited. Oh, look what he called you every week and sent me the doggone video. How many times have you done that in these last couple of weeks? How many times? And the thing is, I'm not perfect. I don't pretend to be perfect. I don't pretend to be perfect. But it's like every time I take a blunder or a misstep, and you feel like it's your job to magnify it. I ain't doing that to you, Michael. I ain't doing that to you. I'm not doing that to you, Michael, and I ain't never did that to you. I ain't never came out here and said CMA shared this to me or CMA told this to me because I'm your friend of 30 years. And there's certain things that you just be loyal to. There's certain things need to be left behind the scenes. But you feel free to do. You know how many stuff, you know what stuff you done shared with me behind the scenes about your subscribers?
oh, did
Guess
y'all
what? It
hear
ain't gonna see the
that?
light of day. It ain't gonna ever
Oh,
come out here.
wait a minute. What you say, sweetie? Did y'all hear what she just said? He shared so much stuff about his subscribers. She knows a lot. And I would love to have an interview with her. Yeah. I've already said that I don't have any problem with you, sweetie, because You know what his problem is, Queen the Queen? His problem is that, you know, you he knows you personally, right? His problem is, you know, like when you came on my panel and I mean in my chats and stuff, you know, I knew that you wasn't gonna be welcomed well, you know what I'm saying? But it was the guts, you know, and it'll never happen again as far as anybody saying anything out of the way to you, because I respect you. You don't have to worry about me talking negatively about you, because I respect you. Because you know why? You standing on your 2 feet, 10 toes down. You know, because that motherfucker think that somebody owe him something. So, I really respect you for that, because he's not, and he's pretty much throwing you under the bus, baby. He's throwing you under the bus, and he's laughing. He's getting a key and a car out of it. You know what I'm saying? He's throwing you under the bus, baby. You know, you deserve better than that. You know, like that one when you was in that chat that day with them, and she said something that that upward girl. She said something, right? And she was trying. I mean, you know, she was trying to, you know, I mean, you know, she tried to use that intelligence shit, right? You know, but why in the fuck is she even over there entertaining that nigga? You know what I'm saying? I mean, but everybody has a hidden agenda. And then that Coco B girl came on his in this chat, right? And she said, Mike, I don't have no problem with you. Some shit she said, right? And this motherfucker, let me tell you something. This is what pissed me off earlier, right? This is what pissed me off earlier. This motherfucker, you know, one of my mods, my managing mod, went over to hit, was in his chat, right? And a motherfucker that was my mod, I took her mod stick, you know, so she's in her feelings and shit, because, you know, she's just doing stupid shit, you know what I'm saying? I don't need you to answer my motherfucking, they're not talking to you, they're talking to me, right? So, you know, so she's in her feelings and shit. But, um, Baba had went over there in his chat and said, she said, I'm not gonna leave you, or some shit to that effect, right? And you know, when Cmhate Esha reads his chat and shit, and he's like, who is this? You know, nigga, you know who the fuck she was. Nigga, you subscribe to her fucking TikTok. And then my thing is with that upward lady. She's a fraud too. She knew the fuck she was. That came in that motherfucking chat. And I didn't. I thought it was fucking genuine, right? You know. But the way that cause she used to support him, and you know, but when you got salty motherfuckers in your chat and shit, that's why I unmodded every motherfucker on my other channel. The only mod I got is her. I can trust her. You know what I'm saying? On this channel, I gotta go and, get rid of mods and shit off here. I can mod my myself, especially on this channel. 'Cause I don't need no mods. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let me go light my cigarette right quick. Hold on. Hold up, hold up. I gotta go get Gloria this morning. Damn. Hold up. Oh, shit. Hold up, hold up. Yeah, man. Where's my fucking lighter at? These motherfuckers don't even work. Alright, light up the stove. Hold on, y'all. Boy, Rocket, you a pussy. Nigga. But, anyhow. So, I mean, that motherfucker is a straight motherfucking hypocrite, right? But, but it really pissed me off. Come on, if you're getting up here, boy. Come on. Mm-hmm. Are you getting up here? Come on, fat boy. Come on, baby. But anyhow, it really pissed me off because, and then he gonna say, oh, Ellis got that wrench, whoop wop whoop skippy. And the lady that was on the panel with him, she know who old girl was that came in in the chat and shit, right? And it's like, and then cause I know that she know who she is, right? And I'm not gonna get too personal on this shit, but she knew the fuck she was, and it really pissed me off because, and then when she came in there and told her, she's like, oh, that that shirt that she was wearing looked good on her and shit, you know. And she kind of looked like nonchalant, you know what I'm saying? Like, like it was very uncomfortable for me. But I'm gonna say this. Um, and like I told her when she got cool with old girl, I said I don't trust that bitch, right? Don't trust her. You know what I'm saying? Because you got a lot of motherfuckers that think that they can get up under you and you know, uh, you know what I'm saying? And I told her I didn't trust her. Cause I'm gonna say this. I know more about her than she knows about me. All she know about me is that I'm a good nigga, right? That's all the fuck she knows. You'll never, but I'm gonna say this as well. She's a genuine lady, right? So I know she's taking care of Cmhate Esha. I know that for a fact. You know, I had a situation to come up, and that's here nor there. But I didn't need her because I'm a man and I went out and got it. You know what I'm saying? If I was a raunchy motherfucker, I mean, she really wanted to help me because I had a situation going on and shit, and her and my girl was wanting to help me. And I was like, no, let me figure some shit out, right? Because I'm not a user, you know what I'm saying? I'm a fucking man, you know. Um, I'm a hustler. I know how to get out and get it, you know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't have felt comfortable. So she's a damn good woman. The upward lady, she's a damn good woman. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, she be real cordial and shit, as she should. You know what I'm saying? I can't never say nothing bad about her, cause she is a damn good woman. In my mind, I think that I don't want to say, I ain't gonna say, but as long as she know that I know what she know, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? But she's a beautiful spirit. You know what I'm saying? But but what transpired yesterday really pissed me off. She know goddamn well who Colleen is. You know what I'm saying? She knows who the fuck she is. So for her to do that shit, and Colleen, I ain't gonna do it. Cause what you're not gonna do is, disrespect my lady. Alright? So, y'all let me go give me another beer. Hold on. Yo boy, you have to jump down every time I do punk. Come on, nigga. So what you not gonna do is disrespect somebody that I care about. We gonna say that, you know. But I mean, I was really taken aback how that upward lady, you know, how she just basically threw shit on my baby. You know what I'm saying? Like she didn't know who the fuck she was. You knew who the fuck she was. She do TikToks and shit with your daughter. I ain't gonna go too deep, okay? I'm be real nice. But that really offended me um that you know who she is and you didn't even acknowledge her. So that leads me to believe as well that you a fake ass motherfucking Christian. You knew who the fuck Colleen was. You see her face on the motherfucking thing, and then when that one girl put in the motherfucking chat, they're from the other channel. She didn't come in there for no motherfucking disturbance and shit. I told her, go, you know, she liked that nigga and she likes me. Go ahead and tap in the motherfucking chat. But Ellis and Funky Land, ma'am, just be real nice to me, okay? And her, okay? Just do that for me. Just be real nice to me and her. You know, she has nothing to do with what me and Cmhate Esha got going on. Like I said earlier, I just be fucking with Cmhate Esha, right? But be real careful when you fucking with her. Where my cigarettes at? God damn it. You know, I'm just a real motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Cobb, let me, I need to get me a cigarette, y'all, huh? Damn, where's my fucking, ah, shit. But, um, just keep it cute. Just keep it cute, baby. Don't fuck with her. Yeah. But, and I understand for the life of me, what is a fucking mod rinse? I mean, it's not that fucking serious, but, you know, I had to do some house cleaning and shit. And I don't need no motherfucker mod for me. I mean, when the channel grows, then, because I've been having some shit. My channel, I know that my shit was supposed to be way surpassed where it's at. You know what I'm saying? So when you have people that disagree with people and shit come in and, block motherfuckers and do stupid shit like that, I ain't gonna do that. It's not gonna happen. And so I'm unmodding everybody that I had no ill will or anything like that. It's just for my uh consciousness. You know what I'm saying? So if I don't have no mods, then I can say ain't nobody blocking my shit, right? Cause I can handle it. I can handle it. Okay. So on this channel, I'm gonna start on mine because this is a little bitty channel. My channel is gonna be down for a week because I was playing all that music. So I'll be coming on her periodically to try to build this one up. Um, I mean, it's really sad. It's very unfortunate that I have to do this, but I ain't gonna let nobody take my blessings away from me. This is not gonna happen. You know, um, they can unmod, they can uh, unsubscribe and all that shit, right? This is not fucking monetary. I'm not making no money on this motherfucker. Now my other channel, my big channel I have, I was getting paper, you know. But it's always gonna be a motherfucker that's gonna be jealous. You know what I'm saying? I would be jealous of me too, right? You know, I mean, I would be jealous. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't mean shit. I could have had my channel back up and running, but I didn't appeal to motherfucker. I was busy outside of YouTube, y'all. I'm real busy, right? Yeah, so it's none of your business what I do, how I do it, no shit like that. Right? But people gonna do what they do, and it's okay. Don't give a fuck. Uh, I'm preparing to go out of town and shit for my birthday. What's today? Thursday. I leave on Friday. Going to enjoy myself. Um, and I'll be back on my birthday. I take Rocket to the daycare and shit. But it's just these motherfuckers. It's just fucking hypocrites on this motherfucker. Let's get back into what she's talking about here. Huh.
Let's keep it a buck. You did that to throw shade. And I'm trying to figure out why. I'm trying to figure out why. And like I told you behind the scenes, and it is what it is. When people started questioning my loyalty to you or my trust, you didn't say a mumbling word. And I said that would, and I brought it to your attention. I said, well, when someone so said that, you should have said no. This is my friend. She's not like that. She's trustworthy. I've been consistent with you. I've been consistent with you. I've been consistent with you for how attitude and flaking on me. Every time we flame out fall out, it's about what you thought should have been done. Or what you think. I ain't disrespect. I haven't disrespected you. I ain't cussed you out. I ain't threw no shade.
But Queen Boo, um, that motherfucker there, baby. And everybody saw it, you know. And we saw how you went up to the hospital, very concerned about him going through that surgery and shit. Let me tell you something, baby. You don't owe that motherfucker shit. You got too much shit on your plate to be worrying about a nutting ass motherfucker nigga. And then when he's coming on these YouTube streets, just straight disrespect. I call it disrespect. You know what I'm saying? I call it disrespect because he, he, he's at the, he's where like, he where the money at, right? He's where the money at. And upward, she has, you know, she's good. She's retired from the Air Force, I believe. So she good, you know. And he uh she's basically the one transforming his channel, not him. Because you always hear how he say that he can get a motherfucker together and all that shit, right? So, and oh, I'm about Jesus now and all this shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But Queen, I know you are probably a damn good friend. You don't owe that motherfucker nothing. You know what I'm saying? He's ungrateful. Fuck him. She's riding on his nuts right now because she's paying the nickel. You know. But her turn is coming, boo. Trust and believe it. She don't keep paying that nigga, her turn is next, right? You know what I'm saying? Her turn is next. Um, it's a pattern with him. Look how he did uh Miss Edgar and shit. You see how he did her? And I know she pays damn good. Not gonna get off into that, but that woman pays, you know. And he fucked that up, you know. So I know for a fact that upward lady is paying the nigga. You know, I know she paying him. I ain't gonna go into great details, but she's paying him, baby. So yes, he don't give a fuck about y'all been friends since the 60s and shit, you know what I'm saying? He don't give a fuck. But she's paying him. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to convert that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? She pays. She was kind. But see, that's why you know, when she came over her and her and my baby got cool, and I told my baby I don't trust that bitch. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust. Now look where she at. Back over, but she came from over there, so I ain't mad about that. But I told my baby I don't trust her. You know what I'm saying? Don't trust her. Let's get back to some of this raunchy content. Don't trust her.
But I came up there to be supportive. And all you can give me is, yeah, you shared this video with me, and I was trying to figure out why, because I didn't need to go in that direction. Like I was still stumbling block or something. But you already know how we communicate behind the scenes. You know that was not my intent, but you put it out there, you portrayed it like that. So people can be looking at me like, why she doing that?
And then you know what, Queen? Uh, like you said, y'all talk behind the scenes and shit. He could have had you and Upward be on a three-way call, and y'all could have did that shit like you said behind the motherfucking scenes. He was trying to stir up some shit. Um, for no fucking reason, and he did throw you under the bus, baby. That's just who the fuck he is. But she's supporting the nigga because she has her hidden agenda. I ain't gonna go into all that, right? But you know, he don't give a fuck. Whoever's supporting that motherfucker the most is the one that's gonna get all the shine, and we know that. Remember how Coco Batch girl was up on his panel blocking motherfuckers and shit? You know what I'm saying? He had no control. Motherfucker would tell that nigga that Um, damn, she just goes hard and they motherfuckers said nothing to her. He wasn't giving a fuck. He was getting paid. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say this. I don't give a fuck. Can't no motherfucker buy me, right? You know what I'm saying? Can't no motherfucker buy me. That's why I'm going through this channel as well. I got one mod, my baby, Colleen. Okay? I trust her. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to worry about her. Cause the motherfucker, she's not like that, right? I ain't got to worry about her. She don't like some motherfucker. She gonna block a motherfucker and all that shit. You know, I'm just downsizing. You know what I'm saying? I trust her, but he's a piece of shit, baby.
You already, that's not how I roll. But you did that to create a narrative. Then you're going to bring up the side-eye comment while others sitting up there and I'm sitting up there. So how awkward you think it's going to be? Did you think it was going to be positive? Did you think we was going to laugh it off? What did you think was going to happen when you brought that up? That wasn't a good thing to do. But you already knew that, though, didn't you?
Yeah,
because you are the master of chaos.
Yeah. Yes,
See, I don't play no games. And I know you don't play no games either. So I'm trying to figure out, why did you do that? Why did you do that, Michael? Why did you do that? And then you drop me down, come on, you protecting your peace. When we're not even talking about no side eye until you opened your mouth and said that.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. And we keep going around with that. It's like you always doing something shady every now and then, and I just brush it off. That's not cool, Michael. I ain't did no stuff like that to you. I don't have you come up on my panel and then bring up something that you said and did to the person that's sitting right next to me.
Yeah. That was messy, baby.
30 years.
Give him
25,
the gift.
not 30, 25.
Give him the gift of goodbye, like he say.
You wrong and you dead wrong. You wrong and you dead wrong. And I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what your subscribers say. All You, for one, you know I'm trustworthy. You know you can trust me. You know I'm dependable. You know I've been your friend. You know I done been there. You know I don't rock with you. You know you can trust me with anything. And it ain't been out here on these YouTube streets. I ain't never been your op. I ain't never been your op.
Say
Never.
that. Say it, baby. Preach, baby. But
I've never been your op. You need to step back. While you in this new path, you need to step back and see who really your friends, who been your.
okay, and I'm gonna say that. Um, uh, Queen the Queen. His thing is this: when you came over to my panel, and I want to give you a public apology. You know what I'm saying? Um, that's what pissed him off. But he say he don't give a fuck who go where, who they support, and all that shit, right? He does give a fuck, right? And when you came over here, boo, that motherfucker was furious. You know what I'm saying? He's fucking furious. But I do want to give you a public apology. And when dude did what he did, I was like, once I read the comment, because I can't see him when, how you scrolling up and shit. I didn't appreciate that. I said, oh no, wait a minute, oh no, not a female. Don't, you know, it's not good to dox nobody, right? But I didn't see the, how when I be talking and shit, and then I start doing my comments and shit, reading my chat, you know, and I was like, oh no, man, retract that. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't agree with that. You know what I'm saying? You a woman. You know what I'm saying? And I do apologize for. I mean, but like I said, it was already in the chat. I couldn't fucking see it until But you don't have to worry about that no more, because I did not agree with that at all. So so we had that clear. Damn, these cigarettes go out so goddamn fast. So you know, I just want you to know that I did not agree with that. And if you watched my live, you saw that I said, "Oh no, 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 no." I said, "Man, you know what I'm saying? I don't agree with that." You know, I didn't have no problem with you. Don't have no problem with you. You know what I'm saying? So I am a pretty decent guy. You know. So I just want you to know that I didn't have anything to do with that. I don't want to see nothing happen to you, but when the person put that in my chat, I immediately said, no, 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 no. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not that serious for me. Because I know how it feels to be doxxed and shit, but I don't give a fuck about being doxxed, right? I'm a man. I can guarantee you, motherfuckers not coming here. I can promise you that. And with this crazy motherfucker, my partner next door come, I was coming through my alley, right? And it was a nigga that stand like a couple of houses down in the alley part, right? Nigga just looking at shit. So I called my Hispanic partner right here on the corner, and I went over and told my neighbor over her, "Yo, this motherfucker came out with a whole motherfucker AR." He's like, "Man, what's up?" Yeah. So I mean, I was like, "This month I had my little 380 in my pocket, cause That 9 is too big, and I'm a little bitty motherfucker. But I had my little 380. That was days, a nigga, right? But this nigga came out with a whole y'all with a big ass clip on that motherfucker, and I said, hell no. That's my partner over there. Like I told him tonight, if you need something, let me know. I don't give a fuck if you just called me 5 minutes ago. What you need, nigga? And then him and this motherfucker right here, rocket, pocket, socket, pocket, hocket, pocket, pocket. They partners, and he knows his barks and shit now. So I ain't really got to get up because that nigga gets up. You know what I'm saying? But you know, um, I'm good. But yeah. Hey, yeah, response content. I gotta go get her. What time? I gotta get some sleep too. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute.
Yo, bro, who been there for you? And I'm not talking about buying, doggone chicken dinners and ribs and shrimp and all that. I'm talking about somebody up 2 o'clock in the morning, gotta be up at 6 o'clock in the morning, listen to you cry and boo-hoo and encourage you and pray you through. That's who I've been to you, and you know it because it came out your mouth the other day.
Oh.
That's who I've been to you.
Damn.
And this breaking my heart.
Wow.
But you know what? This your last time doing it, baby. You gonna have some peace. You are going to have the peace that you want to have because I never did no stuff like that to you. Never.
Yeah.
You did that. You did it in a subtle way. You did it with a calm demeanor, but it was indirectly messy.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. Everybody saw that, baby.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
And wasn't nobody even talking about no side. I wasn't even thinking about that. I greeted the lady. She greeted me. And here you go bring it up. Yeah, you can bring it up. But thank you for dropping me down. Thank you for dropping me down. And you talking about, honey, you talking about protecting peace. I'm for sure protecting my peace.
That's right.
You allowed your subscribers to question me as far as what went on with the police reports and stuff and all of that stuff when you knew firsthand what's going on because I told you behind the scenes. And you sat there and you didn't even open your mouth. And you knew what I was doing because I had already told you.
Yeah. And then you know what? Queen, like I said earlier. See, shit like that, you don't want to be speaking on YouTube no motherfucker way or any other tube. But that motherfucker basically like that upward girl said, well, if they was following you, and why didn't you go make a police report? He did that shit, but you had already told him behind the scenes what the deal was. But he was wanting to be messy and be the shit starter that he is, and let her go free willy on you. I felt that. I felt it. I seen it. I was like, this motherfucker ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she's not gonna tell every motherfucker thing. It's nobody's fucking business. And you shouldn't have never even said what you did on fucking, with as far as the Texas and all that shit. God, he's going to debunk and make it like you lied about whatever. And then that's what's gonna make the people in the chat come for you. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't shit, boo. Give that motherfucker the gift of goodbye. Come on home, baby.
Yes, Gertrude, they weird. They weird. He asked me, I told him about it. He knew what was going on. And then you gonna turn around and tell me something. Well, they got a point. What point did you get? Question my loyalty and my trust when y'all done seen me on here at least 4 years riding for him. do is talk about me.
Yeah.
You can't unconvince me. I'm nothing. And if he's sitting up there letting them talk about me, then let it do. You do what you do, baby, because that's your child. You can do it, but you better watch out because the Bible say, "Touch not my anointing, do my prophet no harm." Because I ain't did nothing to nobody. If y'all go back on the live and go back and rewind it, you will see I did nothing to agitate him. I did nothing to incite that. You know what I'm saying? But y'all can run your mouth because the world gonna talk about God's children. And let me tell y'all something right now. And I'm gonna say this right now. And I'm gonna say it with all the bass in my chest. I ain't faking the funk. I'm sure enough saved. I'm sure enough saved. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure enough saved. And I don't play no games with nobody. Be how you gonna be. Just say what it is, what you gonna be. Don't sit up there and be creating a whole situation. And then when I go to explain myself, you get agitated and drop me down.
Yeah.
I don't play no games. And the reason why I'm on here, and if anybody don't want to rap with me because I'm saying what I'm saying, how I'm saying, then I understand that. But I'm gonna always be me, and I'm gonna always be real right here. How do you go from inciting a situation and then turning around and telling me that I'm messing with your peace? You messing with your own peace.
Right.
That's the truth all day.
Right, Queen.
I don't even care. You know what I'm saying, Scorp? I don't care. At this point, Scorp, I don't care what nobody say about me because I know the truth. I know who I am for real, for real. And on the low, Michael know who I am for real. He know the type of person that I am. So for him to do that, it baffles. You know what I'm saying? If I would have said cat, he would have got mad. If I would have said dog, he would have got mad. He was waiting on something, and then he blew it up. He exaggerated, and I'm really feeling some kind of way about it. And I can't believe that you did this. You would have thought I stabbed the nigga.
Yeah.
We were just having a conversation, and you blew it out like you were just so offended because you created a narrative. That ain't right. You.
But see, Queen, this is the deal. And I can't reiterate it enough, right? That motherfucker is whoever's supporting him big, that's where he's going. If you notice, that motherfucker ain't had a church idea, right? So now he's holier than thou. She's supporting that nigga. I'm telling you, she's supporting him. I know for a fact. You know what I'm saying? She's supporting the nigga. And I ain't gonna go deep into, but she's supporting that motherfucker. So he basically you know, he's we know he's a fucking bum, but she's supporting him and she's supporting him very well. You know what I'm saying? That's his mother Edgar now, right? Cause Mother Terica, whatever her name is, she ain't fucking with him no more. I mean, because they're coming to their senses to where they like, you know, anytime this motherfucker can go and say, I just wanted you to give me, I told you that I broke my iPad or my glasses or whatever. That's his hustle. You know, cause motherfucker gonna feel sorry for the nigga. You know what I'm saying? They feel sorry for him. And they know the nigga be lying. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I mean, it's very sad, it's very unfortunate, but that happened with you and him. But that's just who the nigga is. You know, he's been doing that all his fucking life. He think he's entitled to some shit. Nigga, you ain't entitled to a motherfucking thing. You know what I'm saying? But that's just who he is. And I don't know for the life of me why he would have did that. You know, turn you against you and you know. And then what did she say? When you she's like, well, I don't understand why he did that intentionally. And then he was like, yeah, why you didn't go? He's a shit starter, but everybody get their turn with that nigga. That's why I do not feel bad for him. I don't feel no sympathy for that motherfucker. I don't want to see him get fucked up or nothing but. And then everything's in the name of Jesus. Nigga, you are continuously getting, your life is fucking tragic, right? You know what I'm saying? Your life is fucking tragic. It's so fucking tragic to where then you want to go lay up in the goddamn hospital. And I told y'all, this is a pattern with this nigga. The motherfucker lost that apartment, okay? You know, he lost it. So he's gonna be back out on a park bench and shit. I'm telling y'all. I mean, I see real good. The nigga that, because if y'all know, it's a pattern. Anytime that nigga loses a place to stay, cause he wants to whatever fuck he's doing in it, I can guarantee you once you get up out of that motherfucking hospital, he ain't going back to that apartment. I can guarantee you that, right? Then he gonna say, "Oh, they gonna send me to the rehab and all this shit." Nigga, we already know. We already know. And you have people that it's really sad and it's very unfortunate, but you have people know this motherfucker lying. Now he's good with his Bible verses and shit. I mean, he got that and gone with it. And so he prey on older women and and say, "Oh God," and then like, and in the same breath, the motherfucker goes and he does his little, you know, sir. I want to say this to you, Cmhate. Nigga, if you was impressed, nigga, if you honestly said that you sick and tired of the going back and forth and shit, um, in your new space, you wouldn't be bringing shit up because you know that all you got, and I know you talking about me, nigga. And so I'm gonna keep continuously bashing your ass, and I'm gonna make you look worse and worse and worse. Motherfuckers, they slowly leaving your bitch ass. Cause they know you a goddamn lie. You're a fucking hypocrite, nigga. I promise to God, I will never go to a church where I know it's all full of all devils. You know what I'm saying? And you motherfuckers. And like y'all, like you said, Smasha, that God sees all and know all you raunchy motherfuckers is, oh, thank you, Jesus. You motherfuckers are some goddamn hypocrites. I mean, living your truth on that one, nigga. You don't believe in God, nigga. And then everything you talk about is gotta be sexual. Don't nobody want to hear about your motherfucking nasty ass dick, nigga. And you know what? Like when you said that, motherfucker, talking about, oh, that's my the nurse that came in and gave me a bed bath or some shit. You said, don't nobody want to hear that, sir. But is that something that God would speak about? Huh? Is and you talking about fornication and all that shit, and you got motherfuckers over there that's listening to that shit that's supposed to be Christians and shit. If they were really supporting you on getting yourself together and being uh in the Bible and shit, all that shit you doing, nigga, throwing them little shots and shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you a fucking hypocrite.
And you feel free to talk about whatever you want to talk about on your channel. You can talk about me, but I'm going to tell you right now, Michael, walk light. Because you know for sure I'll walk with God.
Oh, Queen the Queen. I would like to interview you. Because I would love to hear some of the stories that how you and Cmhate should go way back and stuff. I would love to hear stories. So I know it's gonna take you a while. You're venting right now, but I would love to interview you and give me the information that how you and Cmhate became friends and you know what how it was through your journey and stuff. But you know what? I think he's a piece of shit for what he did to you on that panel. And then he dropped you down. That wasn't cool. So that letting you know he don't give a fuck about you, baby. But whenever you ready to do an interview, come on over here.
I'm sitting up there congratulating you and going in a good path. And
What happened?
you decided to bring up, just like the side of that comment, and just like when you shared that video, I didn't know why you were sharing. That was behind the scenes, Michael. Have I ever came out here and said, CMA told me this? Let me tell you, I'm not gonna do that. Lord, I'm not gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that.
Do it. Do it.
I ain't
Do
gonna
it.
do that.
Do it. Do
I ain't
it.
gonna do it.
Do it.
The enemy want me. I do it.
He did you. Do it. He did you. Do it. Shut that nigga out.
I don't know what you're saying. So you let him run with the narrative of a fake story line from my brother. I don't know, T. I don't know who you are, and I don't know who your brother is. Sincerely, I'm asking this question. I don't know what the fake storyline is. Just tell me what it is. Because I don't know nothing about a fake storyline. I promise you that. Tell me what it is, and I'm sincerely asking because I don't know who you are, and I will let you know for crime. No, so no. This is not a no. So T, let me explain to you. Yeah, they were talking about Faquan dox you, Queen. Faquan dox you, Queen. I don't necessarily go by who doxed me or whatever. I mean, I would go by what people tell me. You know what I'm saying? I went for myself and saw the screenshot for myself. I just, whoever Faquan is, whatever name that was, whatever name that was next to my address on that comment, you know what I'm saying? Whatever name or tag that was next to the person who posted my comment, that's who the police department got. You see what I'm saying? They've been saying Faquan did that. A lot of his subscribers saying Faquan did that. Okay, I went by what I saw with my own eyes. So whoever name that was next to the comment where my address and stuff was showed, that's who the police got. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, ma'am. I would like to say this to you right quick, right? Um, Everybody's phone numbers, address. Remember the white pages and the yellow pages and stuff. Um, he could have been one to go and look for an apartment, right? Or get into the shelter that you're in, right? So you can't say if we have doctors, lawyers, school teachers, police officers, and all that. It's public information, ma'am. He never threatened to say that he was going to do anything to you. He never did it. So I don't know why you are so paranoid about the man putting the address, giving people information. We have battered women's shelters and shit. That's what he did. You know, it wasn't like that he said that he was going to come do bodily harm to you or anything. So you can go take it to the text and all that shit. The man never threatened you. And when I saw that he put that up there, I said, retract it. No, you can't. I don't give a fuck. You can't implement me in none of that shit, right? Just can't, man. Um, but did I think it was wrong? I did, and I didn't because we have women that needs to be in shelters and stuff where you're at. You know what I'm saying? And so he never said he was gonna do bodily harm to you or anything like that. So how are you so mad because this man was putting information out for women that's been in situations to where they need housing? I don't understand that. So the man never said he can put any motherfucking address out that he wants to, okay? He never said that he was going to do any bodily harm to you or anything like that. So, and it's public information. So that's just like if you Google or, Google this address, Google whatever address, and it's going to give you directions to where it's at and all that shit. So, ma'am, you're paranoid, and that man did nothing wrong because he never said that he was going to do bodily harm to you. Ma'am, let me tell you this. Don't you know how much shit's going on out here in the real world? They ain't got time for this shit that you going making false reports talking about somebody stalking you. Oh, they know I went to Subway or whatever. Who gives a fuck? There's too much other shit going on in the real world that they need to be contending with. Not some frivolous ass shit that you go and tell them, oh, they doxed me. He never threatened you. He was trying to give other women uh, the information that if they needed to um, shelter, okay? So can't use that, man. Okay. And I don't give a fuck. I never put your shit up. I didn't even put it up on the damn thing, right? So I'm real smart, okay? But nobody ever threatened you. Nobody ever said they were going to do bodily harm to you. So you're a paranoid schizophrenic, okay? And you need psychiatric help. And I did say this, man. I ain't going to bash you, though, 'cause I want you to come on home. But I ain't going to do it. Let's go.
Are you saying that your brother Faquan is locked up from this situation? Is that what you saying, T? Because my thing is this: I'm not setting up line on nobody.
Okay, ma'am. Listen to this. Okay. Whoever that is, that's more than likely a troll or somebody that you, because you and Cmhate Esha, y'all are good actors, right? Um, how is somebody gonna come on there and say that that's their brother and he's locked up? Does that make sense to you, ma'am? That's a troll, boo. I can promise you it's a troll. And what reason would they have to lock him up, man? What reason? That man ain't did nothing to you. He ain't caused no bodily harm to you. Everybody has its public information, man. Don't you know how you go to friend finders and all that bullshit, people finders or whatever and shit? So, you think he went to jail for putting out public information on where somebody could get some help? It's not. That's not doxing. That's sharing public information. Okay. So, and whoever that is, you need to tell that motherfucker to get the fuck off your channel because they lying. That man worked every day. Tell them motherfucker stop lying. And well, we know, and ma'am, I ain't gonna do it.
Tell you this. Let me tell you this. The evidence that the police department got is what I have. And whoever's name is tagged to that address, divulging my address, that's who they investigated. They have not even let me know that there was an arrest made. I spoke to them.
Okay, ma'am. So you said that they haven't told you that there was an arrest made. Ma'am, I can promise you, okay? I can promise you if he is in jail, it wasn't because of that, baby. It wasn't because of that. Ma'am, it's public information. A lawyer will chew that shit up and he'll probably sue you for having him, making a false narrative like he said. Let me tell you something. Just because a motherfucker put your address out there doesn't mean that in which you're in a facility. So there is no way in hell, okay? Listen, baby, that you can have that man prosecuted or anything because he never made any threat on your life or anything. So he knows that you're in a shelter and he was basically networking with other women to let them know that here's where y'all can go for help if you don't have a place to stay. So you can't do that, man. Okay. So I'm going to do some investigation on that, but that man ain't did shit to you, sweetie. Okay. So let's go.
Over the weekend, the detectives over the weekend. I go by facts. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know. But I listen to you. I don't go by what somebody told me. I'm going by what I saw with my own eyes. Okay? I go by what I saw with my own eyes. And who
Okay, ma'am. What did you see with your own eyes? Hold on, y'all. Let me go pee right quick. Uh, hold on, y'all. Okay, I'm back. Uh, okay, ma'am. My question to you is this: what did you see with your own eyes, baby? It's gone.
Whoever's name was next to that, that's the name in the channel that the detectives have. So whatever somebody else is talking, I ain't with that. I don't know nothing about all of that. But I did hear it. I ain't lying. I did hear them saying all of that. But people gonna say stuff all the time. You understand what I'm saying? So I did my own investigative work. So for them to
Okay, ma'am. This is what I have for you. Um, you said that they have the channel name and all that shit, right? And how long ago has this been? I'm still here. Um, they ain't came and asked me shit. Ma'am, they're basically laughing at you. They're laughing at you, sweetie. They're like, you called us about some goddamn YouTube shit. Ma'am, and you can't implicate me in shit. I'm real smart. They ain't even gonna fuck with that. They're not gonna fuck with it, man. And I can promise you, somebody's trolling you. I can promise you that man ain't in jail. He's not in jail, baby. Um, they're fucking with you. He's not in jail, baby. Um,
them to say, I'm looking at her sideways, why she ain't do this, why she ain't do that, why she ain't do this, and I'm saying, you don't know what I'm doing. I don't go along to get along. I'm my own individual, and I've always stated that, and always been that. So I go by facts. I would never just blatantly call somebody and say they said so and so did that. No, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. They have proof because first of all, they're not even doing no real work until they got proof. So me calling would have been just calling them documented.
but ma'am, didn't you say that someone was following you? That's what the upward lady was asking. I'm sure other people on in the chat was asking the same thing. If somebody's following you, and it's so convenient since you claim to have been doxxed, right? Now all of a sudden, somebody's following you to wherever you go to eat your lunch at every day. And I'm gonna tell you that I'm not interested in where the fuck you go to eat, where the fuck you live at. None of that shit. Don't care. You know what I'm saying? So I don't give a fuck. You said they had a channel and all this shit. Ma'am, when they review this channel, they're gonna be like, well, he said, oh no, no, I never put it up on the thing because once I read it, I said, oh no, no, I retract that, okay? So I believe that you're delusional and you need psychiatric help. I don't give a fuck, okay? Um, but there's something seriously wrong with you, man. And I wasn't even gonna come on her and do that. So let's go.
So my thing is that the next thing they asked me, what do you got? What do you have? What do you have? And that was what was shown. So they did their own investigative, and they didn't even let me know an arrest had been made.
Because they ain't been one
You
made.
said that dude played in your face. Oh, let me tell you, listen to you. Listen to you. Everybody know me and Mike been around each other for 25 years. You understand what I'm saying? I have my nature
I
is
thought it was 30.
to be loving, to be nurturing, to be understanding, to have a listening ear, to be a friend, to be loyal. I'm extremely loyal. You understand what I'm saying? And that's me being extremely loyal. But what I'm not going to tolerate and what I'm not going to do is for somebody to come out here and paint a false narrative that I did something or disrespected him. And if y'all go back and watch the live, you will see I did nothing of the sort to disrespect that man at all. You said my brother was Mike's moderators. See, and that's why I didn't really want to do a whole bunch of so and so said, no, that's not what I don't do. No, that would be weird. I would do no crazy stuff. So everything that the police got is factual, screenshots, videos, names, and channels.
Ma'am. Okay, ma'am. I'm going to say this. Why haven't I got anything in the mail or the popo holes knocking on my door? Ma'am, that's some frivolous ass shit you got going on. They're looking at it like this. Did the motherfucker violate you in any way? Did he put his hands on you or anything like that? They're not gonna pursue that shit, ma'am, okay? Um, it's too much other shit going on around here. You think they give a fuck about some YouTube shit, baby? They don't. And if you think they do, then you crazy motherfucker. You know? They look at you like, that motherfucker got me on him.
So that Fuquan thing, I know that's from the past. That's probably from the past. I don't know the whole totality of I don't know the whole totality of the history of that. That's a Michael Stovall in a Cmhate thing. I don't know the whole totality of that. You know what I'm saying? I honestly don't. You said I thought maybe he knew enough for Quan. I don't know, T. I honestly don't know. I have what I have. You know what I'm saying? And somebody put my email in here. You know what I'm saying? You can reach out to me and I can show you what I got and what the police have. Okay. So I don't you know what I'm saying, because I want to be transparent. I don't want you to think I was being malicious, but listen. When I'm a woman, my husband is overseas. You understand what I'm saying? When my address got out there, and then somebody put out there and said, oh yeah, and she like this and this and that. How do you know where I eat my lunch? I never divulged and said what I ate. So the alarms went automatically, and then you just got to understand the climate and the temperature that we're in here now in America, and widows and crazy. I wasn't even worried about Michael Stovall subscribers I wasn't even worried about Michael Stovall. I was worried platforms got subscribers. They can now see my address and just show up. I wasn't worried about people, directly that we were engaging in this situation with. I'm worried about the person who got a mental illness and saw my ad, maybe a subscriber see my address and show up at my door. So I had to take precautions. You understand what I'm saying? As a woman, I had to. Just like now, I'm sitting in my car dark. I gotta go in and out my building and stuff. I had to do that. And the tripped out part of this is the whole reason why I'm even in this situation is because I defended CMA.
Look what it got you.
You said I spoke on him speaking foul against you while mentoring while mentioning my brother's name. To be honest, I tell you, I don't know the whole history with him and Michael Stovall. I'm just speaking to what transgressed with me. You understand what I'm saying? You said I messaged him before I even went on his live. Oh, you messaged Mike? You said you looked for me? You looked for me on my channel?
Girl, that's
Wow.
a troll.
Wow, man.
That's a troll, sweetie.
Wow.
You think somebody turning their own brother? That's
He
a
said because I
troll.
heard his video. Wow. This whole situation has gotten so out of hand, it's ridiculous. This whole situation has gotten so out of hand, it's ridiculous. And so I go back to the whole thing of somebody protecting their peace. When I tell you I am protecting my peace, and I'm not, you know what I'm saying, however far this happened, you know what I'm saying? What I will do for you, T, is I will call the detectives tomorrow just to verify how did they come to this conclusion. You know what I'm saying? And what investigative work did they do? Because they've only got what I've given. You understand what I'm saying? And what I got is you can see it with your own eyes. You understand what I'm saying? So what I will do is do my due diligence because I don't want nobody to be wrongfully accused or something. You understand what I'm saying? I'm for real with this. You said I can send you the screenshot from Messenger. Okay, well look me up on Facebook, ClayNGBRIGHT, and I will send you what I have. Okay. Um,
Okay,
this
ma'am. What you have is probably just a complaint. Um, the first thing they're gonna ask you is, were you threatened? And your answer is going to be no. But I feel that my privacy was compromised, right? And then they're going to let you know that um, anybody can look you up that knows your name. They can go on People Finders and they can find out pretty much anything about you, right? And the second question they're going to ask, were you physically assaulted or were you you know what I'm saying? They're gonna ask you certain questions, and all you can say is no. Yeah. So you're putting too much energy into it because you give me the type of person that wants attention, that haven't had attention as a child and all that shit. But it's okay. But I'm not gonna bash you. Um, let's go.
this whole situation to me is ridiculous, and I'm at the point where it will never happen again. I don't care what nobody, and then we're not even gonna try to downgrade this. It ain't even take all that. It wasn't even all that. Yeah, it was. Yes, it was. And I'm not caring about what was said. I'm talking about I'm looking at the principle and the intent, and it was ugly, and it was ugly. It was ugly. I'm sitting there, and in my mind, I'm saying, you honestly are not doing this. This is what I'm saying. Wait a minute, honey. You said words. Yeah, words. I don't do mess. Me either. Me either. The whole reason why I'm in this situation is I was defending because I didn't understand why people was trying to find him in the hospital, and it literally took my breath away, and I was appalled. I was like, and so I went on this rant. I'm like, why would people do this? And I probably misstepped and said some wrong things. But guess what I did? I doubled and I went back and I apologized. I said, hey, if I offended you, I apologize. I apologize to everybody. Because hey, people can be offended. Even though I didn't use no profanity, I didn't rate, you understand what I'm saying? I wasn't derogatory. But if I by the chance that I offended you, I apologize. You understand what I'm saying? I was wondering I was wondering why he wouldn't return my message. Wait, how long was this? I didn't want to leave. I did not want to leave. So listen, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? You gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Listen, you can support who you want to support, baby. You know I don't get down like that. It is what it is. But what I'm not gonna do is pretend and do no make believe and play and all that stuff. I'm not doing that. And listen, we're not gonna pretend and spin nothing around and all that. Y'all can see with your own eyes. I'm literally up there telling and this and that, and then you decide to tell all of your subscribers that I sent you a message, a video last night. This family, here come Queen sending this video. They two friends. Because how many times have you did that to me? How many times have you sent me something? When you said trans, and then you gonna bring up the side eye, and we talked about it. When we said that she didn't, she said that she didn't mean that. I know because we had already had this conversation behind the scenes, and you told me that she said she didn't mean that, and I said okay. I said, but when we from Detroit, when people say conversation, so for you to bring it up was odd to me. Yes, he knows that. And I'm trying to you then you all of a sudden you so massively offended some kind of way. You throwing boulders, you throwing me under the bus left and right. And I'm trying to figure out why. It don't and you're creating an awkward situation. Because never, and I'm gonna say this, and I know old girl said that she didn't mean to say it. Okay, water under the bridge, cool. I don't even know her like that. But never in the history of side item does it carry a positive connotation. Let's just be real.
Okay, ma'am, Queen to Queen, let me tell you this. He is a messy motherfucker, right? And you know him. You've been knowing him over 25 years, right? So you know that's how he get down. You know, I do know that you went up to the hospital, took the nigga some chicken or something, wherever you did. He don't have no family support to, you know what I'm saying? So, um, this is his life, YouTube. Everybody's his mama. I'm only gonna call my mama mama. You know what I'm saying? So he's good. He uses different situations like with Miss Edgar, right? He used her to because she lost her son. So now he wants to be son. You know what I'm saying? So the nigga, he's not loyal at all. And he continuously says that how people aren't loyal. If anything, if y'all go back 25 plus years, I would think that he would be loyal to you. But his mind doesn't work that way. You know, his mind is on getting the goddamn cash out. So his mind is on. He's not loyal and then talking about motherfucker being loyal. Let me tell you something. in talking about 4C gang and all that shit, nigga. You know, pussies run in a pack. A man stands alone. I always remember that. And nigga, I never needed a motherfucker to run with, nigga. Cause when I did dirt, nigga, I did it alone. You know, you the type of motherfucker that runs pussies running the pack, right? Nigga, you gonna tell on the first motherfucker chance you get, nigga. I ain't never been that type of motherfucker. You hear me? Never and never will. That's why I'm alone right now. You know, nigga, I enjoy being alone. You'll never have the chance to tell on me 4C gang, nigga. That's a bitch. Nigga, you gonna stir up the pot and you gonna continue to stir up the pot. The gang leader is the one that's continuously creating a problem. Nigga, you think I'm gonna die for you, nigga? I bet I don't. And your punk ass is running and hiding and shit when the shit go down, nigga. That's what a gang is, nigga. Have you watched some of them you know how when all them motherfuckers be down on the same motherfucking case and everybody telling on everybody, that's a pussy. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I've never needed no motherfucker to fight my battles, nigga. And I'm very secretive. Nigga, I did my shit alone. Okay? So that 4C gang bullshit, that's a pussy ass gang, nigga. Stand on your own, nigga. Cause see, and then you know what, Cmhate Esha? You basically are saying that we know you stir up the fucking pot. Look how you did your best friend, nigga. Your own goddamn family wasn't there to see whether you came out that motherfucker surgery or not, nigga. And look how you turned on this woman, nigga. Piece of shit. You you went against that woman for a motherfucking cash app, nigga. You are fucking pitiful. You knew this woman all these motherfucking years and you gonna go against her for a motherfucking cash app, nigga? She's not paying you that good. Okay? But she got some change though. You know what I'm saying? But nigga, I wouldn't give a fuck how much money she had, nigga. Ain't no motherfucker gonna tell me how to run my shit, nigga, cause I'm a man. I run my shit, nigga. Ain't no motherfucker gonna tell me, oh, that's why you're on the religious kick. I already know, nigga. You can't make up your own motherfucking mind, bitch, and then gonna say, oh, can't nobody tell me how. You know that she loves hearing that gospel shit, right? You know, the Bible shit, nigga. And I'm gonna say shit because you a piece of shit and you doing garbage shit, right? You know what I'm saying? So she enjoys that, and you make her laugh with your verbiage bullshit, right? So she's gonna support you. You know what I'm saying? But you need to make amends to my Miss Edgar though, cause hey, I need to call her too, cause she might be in the bushes, nigga. You fucked up a damn good thing, nigga. When I seen that cash up, I said, God damn, nigga, if you fucked up that kind of money and you didn't even celebrate that woman's birthday, nigga, that was a damn good supporter, nigga. I ain't telling you my business, nigga. You'll never know. Okay? Just know I'm good. Mm. Matter of fact, y'all, run them donations, baby. Run them donations, baby. Yeah, make sure y'all support the channel. This is a business, baby. I ain't made nothing tonight, baby. Please make sure y'all support the channel. $ IC Mike 1006. Support the channel, baby. Run them donations, baby. Run them donations, baby. Alright, let me see where we at. I'm gonna get up off of y'all. I gotta get up.
Oh, you said that's why he got shook when people jumped on his live. My sis, Malaya, was on there too. See, I know none of this. Well, my thing is, I mean, I know some of his regular subscribers. I don't know what live you're talking about. And honestly, to be honest, I didn't see it. You know what I'm saying? And again, I must say, the only thing I really heard about Fuquan outside of this situation was something that happened a long time ago. And I don't even remember the details, but I know it had something to do with Michael Lower. I promise you, that's all I know. That's all I know. And I would hear him say he don't even know who Fuquan is. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking, okay, that's something that's going on or whatever. I did hear the subscribers and say, Fuquan did that. Fuquan did put your stuff out there. Fuquan put your stuff out there, right? Okay. I went to go look at the live myself. You understand what I'm saying, T? And so again, I'm gonna say this again. Whoever's name that was tagged next to that, my address, that's what the police have. They didn't tell me who they was investigating. They didn't tell me all of the details of the investigation. You know what I'm saying? They didn't tell me all of that.
Okay, man, but what I'm going to tell you is that they never came here, and that's been almost a month ago. So you don't have a case. You don't have a case, man. And if how in the fuck you gonna try to implement me in that bullshit? When I read the comment, I didn't even put it up on the fucking screen. Once I read, I said, "Oh no, retract that." You know what I'm saying? So I don't give a fuck how you spin it, how you do it, how you suck it, how you fuck it, how you get down with it, right? You can't implement me in that shit. That's why they didn't come here, ma'am. They know my jacket. They're not gonna fuck with me. Okay? So just know that now, if ma'am. Now, if you said that I did some shit back in the day, what I'm known for doing, they'd have been here, right? But I didn't got too old to go back to the penitentiary, baby. They don't even have nowhere to put a motherfucker at. That's a misdemeanor, what he did, you know. But it's not even a fucking misdemeanor because he never threatened you. So that's some just bullshit, okay? Um,
I didn't even know when I walked in his live today. They were talking about somebody being locked up. I was like, who got locked up? Nobody. I didn't get a call or none of that. So I most definitely will be getting a call. I mean, I will be making a call tomorrow morning to say, hey, y'all didn't even let me know something had happened in the case.
Okay, ma'am. You don't even have the man's what I'm gonna say. You don't even have the man's government name. So how in the hell are you going to see this? How I know you lying, right? How in the fuck you gonna call and say, um, I'm calling to see if Fuquan is locked up? You don't even have his name, ma'am. And don't you know how? I mean, he could have been on anybody's computer, or he might have been at the library, right? You can't track him, so they're lying to you, sweetie. They're lying. Use common fucking sense. When a motherfucker doing shit like that, they're not gonna leave a trace, baby. You know, they're not gonna leave a trace. So, but shout out to you. Go up there and see, cause I want to know shit. You know what I'm saying? And if he's locked up, they didn't lock him up for this YouTube shit. Okay? Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? I don't do nothing maliciously or anything like that. I will do my due diligence, T, and You know what I'm saying? And get down to the matter of this to say, hey, how did y'all come to this conclusion? I just want to double check. I will do that because I'm not here to be wrongfully accusing nobody. Okay, so we gonna do that. We gonna do that.
Ma'am, I don't give a fuck whether you said if you. I mean, you know what I'm saying, ma'am. Which I know I didn't do anything wrong. Um, I do know that when I saw it, I immediately said retract that. Right? I don't believe in that doxing shit. Okay, so you can't implement me in shit. Okay, so don't try to seem like you are really upset and threatened or some bullshit like that. Ma'am, it's public information, baby. And when you call the police, they like, well, shit, our addresses and shit is it's public information, ma'am. He never threatened you. He never did anything to you. Okay? He didn't. You know what I'm saying? So they're not, and I can guarantee he's not fucking locked up. If he is, it's for some other bullshit, not for this YouTube shit, okay, baby? So ease your mind. No one is going to do bodily harm to you for what? For what? You know, I don't condone any violence and I don't promote violence on this channel, okay? So ease your mind. It's gonna be alright. Let's go.
See, it could be more than one though. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say I don't know, babe. I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm so taken back tonight. I don't even know what to say or do. I honestly don't know. I'm sitting there, y'all. I wish I could have just been inside my mind because I'm sitting there like, what is he doing? I'm not even thinking about, and this is the second time that this has happened. I'm not even thinking about you bringing up something that I shared with you last night, which you knew is going to add flame to the fire. Score, I'm not even making this stuff up. I promise you I ain't. I'm not even making this stuff up, Score. I promise you I'm not making this stuff. And the only reason why I can't believe she did this, and I'm not going to disrespect, and this is my channel, and I have every right. Yeah, you do. But think about your friends in the hallway that you putting them in and then throwing them underneath the bus. The whole reason why I had to make a police report because I'm up there defending. And you said you wasn't feeling well. She said, you said that's why I just let you talk. Now, what's your social media messenger? I'm gonna send you the text. Kayleen Bright, CLAYLING. Somebody put my name in there. C. Kayleen Bright. I'm so taken back, dog. I really am. Like, this is too much. It's too much, and I understand all of that. But never, I'm talking about betrayal. That's what we talking about. You ain't this.
Okay, ma'am. I have to get up in the morning.
I got to.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Ma'am, I'm going to say this and I'm going to get up off here because I got to sleep. I'm just being honest, okay? Not bashing you or anything like that, right? But you need to get some mental health because mental health is real. And if you are trying to live in the image of God, a lot of things you need to do is just let go and let God, right? Cause, I don't know, baby, and I'm not trying to figure it out, okay? So I'm gonna get up off of here. Um, I'm fucking tired. So I'm gonna live with that. Nobody's following you. Don't no motherfucker give a fuck about what you doing, how you doing it, when you did it, or none of that shit, right? I'm not anyway, baby. So just be careful, be safe, and just keep doing your normal routine, baby, and it's gonna be alright. So guess what? Who loves you, baby? God loves you. I love you. You ain't gotta go home, baby, but you gotta get that part. Y'all get up out of here. Go ahead, man. Y'all have a good night. Peace in the Middle East, baby. How do I get off this motherfucker alone? Alright, there we go.